children, in this class we will go with the lesson number 15, that is our India, a physical divisions. Yes, which is our country? India is our country, and it is having so many of the physical features. Physical features are nothing but rain. We are getting season wise rainfall, climatic changes, conditions, everything. But now we will discuss about the divisions of the India, that is in different places of the India the climatic conditions differ from one place to another place. In Himalayan mountain ranges, they are the very highest peak and plateaus are there, vast plants are there, river streams we are having in India, desert, coastal plains and islands. Together this all the things what they make our India, and it differs in physical changes. Physical divisions of the India. How can we see the physical divisions of the India? We can see it with the help of the map. So here it is the map. What we are seeing here we are seeing some colorful things. What are these colorful things? You can see this is the physically the shape of the India, and here you can see some colors. Brown is nothing but the northern mountains, green is nothing but the northern plains, peninsular plateaus, eastern and western Ghats and the coastal plains. So these things indicates that here we are having the northern mountains at Himalayan ranges, and the peninsular plateaus are in these regions. Okay, what do you mean by map? A map is the diagrammatic representations that shows the landform, mountains, hills, plains, plateaus, valleys and gorges of the India. Now we will go with the northern mountains. They consisting mostly to the Himalayan ranges. They are mostly found in the Himalayan ranges. Means the mountains are in the Himalayan ranges. We know that Himalaya is totally covered with the snow. They are very high peak and the valleys are very deep and gorgeous. They are the glaciers, the highest mountain passes. They are the hot spring. There is a variety of the plants and animal species. Yes, they live very different kind of the animals, because it is having the different climatic conditions. That is, the total area is covered with the snow, and normally the animals that are living here can't able to live in that climatic conditions. Here you can see the animals that are living in Himalaya, polar bear and or the snow deer. And what this Himalaya help us? The Himalaya help us and it prevent from the cold winds that come from the Asia. It means that it prevent us from the cold winds that is coming from the Asia. Which is our continent? Asia is our continent. They are the sources of many North Indian rivers. Yes, the Himalayan ranges, it is the origin of the many rivers. They check the monsoon wind and cause heavy rainfall. We get the rainfall because of the Himalayan ranges only. They are like a Gangetic wall and the natural northern fortine to control the foreigner inventions. Now here you can see some question answers that are given. Try to answer the questions. What they are asking? They are asking that name the animals that are living in the Himalayas. I have answered it, that is polar bear, snow deer, seal, penguin, snow fox. And why in the summer all the peoples refers to go in Himalaya? Because summer is the very hottest season, right? We will be having the humid temperature. At that time what all the peoples will do? They prefer to be in the cool place. So they like to go to the Himalayas. And in the Ghat sections are nothing but the very evergreen and also rainfall occurring areas, mountains and the rainfall occurring areas. In nearby places we are having Shivamogga, Mangalore, Udupi, Kerala. These are the Ghat sections that are nearby our places. Children, here is one activity at the page number 202. What you have to do? You have to collect one polar bear picture and paste it here and write 3 lines about the polar bear, and this activity must be done and you must submit it into the group. Now we will go with the northern plains. When we talk about the plains, remember a playground. Okay, usually the plains are the level or the obstructions to the play games. They are the plains located on the south of the Himalayan ranges. They are very vast, fertile and in level. Look at these physical divisions on the map. As you can see here, this green color is showing the northern plains of the India. These are the rivers. Yamuna river is flowing here, Ganga river is flowing here, all the rivers are flowing here. And above this, what are these white parts are there? Indus, that are the northern plains that are surrounded by they are surrounding the rivers, that is Yamuna river, Ganga river, Ramanagara river, Gomati, Ghagra, Brahmaputra. The physical features of the India differ from the tradition and culture also. We are having so many kind of the cultures in India, that is we differ from state to state. In India, in Karnataka we are having the different state, in Maharashtra we are having the different state, in Jaipur we are having the different state, and our culture also differ from one another, but also we all are equal and we call it as we all are Indians. Here you can see some monuments that are built at the earlier age. Okay, what is this? This is the Iron Pillar, this is the Red Fort, Taj Mahal. Okay, and what you can see here, this is the palace at the Rajasthan. Here are some plains that are more helpful for the growth of the architecture. Yes, what this plain indicates, it indicates the craftsmen that they were created at the earlier. Okay, Taj Mahal is a very famous and it is built by the marble rock. Children, here are some questions. As you can see, the northern plains are fertile. Give reason why the northern plains are fertile. You only say why they are fertile. They are fertile due to the depositions of the alluvial soil. What do you mean by alluvial soil? Means when the rivers are flowing, they bring back some soil to the dead end of the rivers, that is the broadcast of the rivers. What will happen? That soil will be present there and it will create the land very fertile. And the peoples prefer to live in the plains of the rivers. Why? Because some peoples are addicted to the climate and also the vegetations of the rivers. And what the people, they are having the habiting of the living in the rivers. So what they will do? They will prefer to live there only. Here it is make a list of the important food crop of your state. What are the food crop of our state? Rivers. We are having some Ganga river, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, and the important crops that are grown in our state is rice, jowar and wheat. Now, do you know that Ganga river is polluted? Yes, we know that Ganga river is polluted because it is a pilgrimage center. All the peoples were visiting there, but they were throwing so much kind of the waste into the river that has led Ganga to be polluted. But now what the government is doing? It is cleaning the river. And it is correct because so many peoples around the Ganga river and the Ganga river is flowing to so many states also, and it is drinken by so many peoples. What will happen if they drunken the waste water or the polluted water? All the peoples will fall sick. For that reason, cleaning the Ganga river is very helpful. Now we will see about the peninsular plateau. Okay, we know that let us identify the Narmada river. Where is the Narmada river in this map? See children, here it is the Narmada river, and the Narmada is the rift valley that divides the peninsular plateau into two major parts. That is, the northern part is called as the Malwa plateau and the southern part is called as the Deccan plateau. And we are having a very interesting tourist place at that is Mount Guru Shikhar. It is the highest peak of the Aravallis. And the Satpura, Maikala, Rajmahal, Amarakantha ranges are also to the north of the Deccan plateau, and Western Ghat and the Eastern Ghat are Western Ghat is having west, and Western Ghat are as the west and Eastern Ghat at the east. The Anamalai, Karadam and Panali hills are of the southwestern Ghat. The Western Ghat and the Eastern Ghat meet at the Nilgiri hills. Okay, and these are the hill stations, and also these are all about the peninsular plateau. Now the characteristics of the peninsular plateau. What are the characteristics of peninsular plateau? It is the upland with an extensive almost level surface which is bounded by the steep slopes, and the land is extensive area and it is very flat land. The Deccan Plateau is the largest plateau in India and it is made up of the ancient hard rocks. What are the advantages of these plateaus? It is rich in minerals, it is very helpful for the cultivations of the crops, and it is helpful for the generations of the hydroelectricity. It is useful for agriculture, rearing of animals and industries, and it is helpful in it was helpful from Rashtrakutas, Chalukyas, Hoysalas, Vijayanagara, Kadambas. These were the kings that were ruling the different states. Okay, here are again some questions, that is mentioned two names of the two important plateaus in India, Deccan Plateau, Peninsular Plateau, and you can also write the Malwa Plateau also. Mention the important historical places located in Peninsular Plateau. As we said that is Mount Guru Shikhar. It is a historical places and it is located at very height of the peak of the Aravalli. Next we will go with the coastal plains. What do you mean by coastal plains? A flat lying land between the coast and the higher landing in the interior. These are called the coastal plains. Coastal plains in India, they are the long plains that has led in India. The coastal plains are nothing but the area near the sea, and it is surrounded completely by the sea, and the peoples there are addicted to the climatic conditions of the plain. You can observe the map here. You can see that the coastal plains lies between the Western Ghat in east and the Arabian Sea in the west. Okay, it is having Western Ghat in the east but Arabian Sea in the west, and it is extended from the Gulf of that is Gujarat to Kanyakumari. And how we can see the coastal plains? The coastal plains are seen from the Gujarat to Kanyakumari. The coastal plains of the India we can found is Kandla, that is Mumbai, Navashiva, that is Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tuticorin, Chennai, and all, Tamil Nadu, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. These are the places where we can see the coastal plain. And New Mangalore port, that is the 9th, it is called as the gateway of Karnataka. Okay, which is called as the gateway of Karnataka. The Mangalore port is called as the gateway of Karnataka. And here the peoples that are staying near the coastal plains, they are having the occupations of the fishing. So what they will do? They will export the fishes, spinach, ivy gourd, black-eyed peas, everything from one place to another with the help of the ship, that is the waterway transports. The houses have steep sloping roof due to the heavy rainfall. Okay, the houses that are created in the coastal plains that are also having the steep sloping roof due to the heavy rain.